One of my goals for 2022 is to get more organized, and look at this mess. So before I start renovating Brianna's room tomorrow, I wanted to hurry up and get this closet organized. I figured if I haven't touched it in a year, I might as well throw it out. So after I removed everything, I also took out all of the wire shelving. And one of the things I really wanted to use this closet for is to keep the vacuum cleaners. And to keep the vacuums charged, I would need an outlet, and unfortunately there wasn't one in this closet, so I had to hurry up and make one. Luckily, there was power right behind this wall in Brianna's room. After making sure the breaker was off, I just made a hole through the existing box through the back of that wall. I traced out the new box and then used my multi-tool to make the cut. After I fed the new wire through, I reconnected everything, and now I have power on both sides. And I was trying to get this project done today, but that just didn't happen. I spackled all of the holes and then removed that bifold door since I'll be upgrading that as well. And if one of your goals is like mine, to be more organized in 2022, give me a follow so we can get organized together. Day 2 of the hall closet makeover, where one of my goals for the new year is to get a little organized. If you saw my post yesterday, I removed everything from the closet, took down those wire shelves, and added an electrical outlet so I could charge the vacuums. And my design for the closet is to have 3 shelves along the top and then cubbies on the left side that way my vacuums can fit on the right. I gave the entire closet a fresh coat of paint, and for the shelves to sit on, I'm just adding a 1x2 to the back and then both side walls, making sure that they're screwed into the studs. For the shelves, I'm using 3/4 inch sanded plywood, and then I'm also using my Craig jig and my circular saw to rip them to size. If you already have measurements planned out when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, you can actually have them rip it for you. After all the cuts were made, I just laid the shelves directly on top of those 1x2s. For the front of the shelf, I'm using a 1x3. I just cut it to size, and then I'm using Varathane pre-stained wood conditioner. And I know the wood conditioner is very controversial, but I love using it. I feel that it's less blotchy when I do use it. I just let it soak on there for about 10 to 15 minutes before I stain the wood. This stain that I'm using here is from Home Depot. It's by Behr, and the color is in golden oak. It's actually a gel stain, so it only requires 1 coat. And to apply the wood conditioner and the stain, I'm using a melamine sponge. To attach it to the plywood, I'm just using wood glue and then my brad nailer. And before I attach the shelf to the 1x2, I'm going to take those back off so I can stain the actual shelf as well. It's already looking so much better, even though I didn't finish it today. But tomorrow I'll be making cubbies to the left there. My vacuums will go to the right. I'll also be making some custom doors. Day 3 of getting organized in this hall closet. This is what it used to look like. And today I made the cubbies for the left side. I started by giving the plywood just a little sand with my Ryobi orbital sander. To rip the plywood to size, I'm using my circular saw and also the Craig rip cut as a guide. And to have no visible screws, I'm using my Craig jig to make pocket holes on the bottom of each shelf. I'm using these corner clamps that I bought from Amazon to hold each shelf while I screw it in place. And then I pretty much just repeat the same exact process for each shelf. I gave the whole thing one final sand, and then I applied Varathane wood conditioner. After about 15 minutes, I applied Behr gel stain in the color golden oak. Once that dried, I brought it into the hall closet and just secured it in place. For the front of the main shelf, I'm using a 1x3, and then for the front of the cubbies, I'm using 1x2s. I cut those to size and used wood glue and my brad nailer to hold it in place. Added some stain to those front pieces and baseboard to the closet. So much more organized already. And tomorrow, I'll be turning the bifold doors that used to be on here into custom French doors.